and a very warm welcome to all of you as we begin this 2020 historic first virtual Sylvania Franciscan Gala. The sisters are deeply grateful for the many generous sponsors for this unique gala. Among our sponsors, we acknowledge Common Spirit Health, the Southeast Division, Program Solutions Group, Integrity Asset Management, Trinity Health System, and Shoemaker, Loop, and Kendrick. It is our hope that tonight you will enjoy this virtual gala. There will be special guest appearances and entertainment by many Sylvania Franciscan sisters. You may just see your favorite sister or many sisters that you may know. Throughout this evening, we invite you to check out and generously bid on the wonderful variety of silent auction items. All the proceeds will help support the ministries of the Sisters of St. Francis. And now, please warmly welcome the hostesses for this spectacular event. Sister Teresa Darga, the Assistant Congregational Minister, and Eileen Kerner, the Director of Congregational Advancement.
Welcome to the Thursday evening of the Sylvania Franciscans Virtual Gala. We are so grateful for all of those who have joined us. I'm Eileen Kerner, Director of Congregational Advancement for the Sisters, and I'm joined this evening.
I'm Sister Teresa Darga. I'm part of the leadership team for the Sisters, and I have the privilege of working with the advancement team and being part of all the things that they do for our congregation to spread the word of who we are. Eileen?
We are so grateful for everyone who is bidding. We have over 60 items that have been donated to the Sisters for your bidding perusal, and of those, 18 of them are created by the Sisters of St. Francis.
So Eileen, in addition to all those great auction items, we have a raffle tree, and we encourage everybody to buy a ticket for the gift card tree. These are $1,000 worth of national gift cards that have been donated by our associates, and we are so grateful for them for this generous offer. So everyone out there, buy your raffle ticket and get ready to dine out.
Joining us at our gala. The more raffle tickets, raffle tickets, raffle tickets, the more raffle tickets you buy, you may win. What are we going to win?
A gift card tree worth $1,000
Oh my goodness.
in national restaurants.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And you can purchase them 1 for $10, 3 for $25, 6 for $50, and 15 for $100. So the more raffle tickets, raffle tickets, raffle tickets, the more raffle tickets you buy, you could win.
Hi, this is Sister Mary John, and I'm shouting out to all of you Sanduskyans, all of you at St. Peter and Paul Parish, Sandusky Central Catholic High School, students, staff, all the families. We wish you a very, very happy St. Francis Day, which we'll soon be celebrating or have celebrated, and we grant you the prayer and peace of the Sisters of St. Francis.
Hello, I'm Sister Jane Mary, and I was at Cardinal Stritch for 14 years. We were there from the very beginning, and it's one of the favorite places that I've spent in my teaching career. I say hello to all of my former students there, and come around and see us. I'm still working here in the studio, so come to Sylvania and see Alverno's studio.
Thanks everybody for all you do for us, sisters, and God bless you all.
We're grateful for all you do and for who you are, and please stay in our lives.
Hallelujah!
Howdy! This is Sister Lois Ann, and I'm Sister Penny. We're both Sisters of St. Francis from Minnesota, and we're ministering in Bryan, College Station, Texas with Common Spirit Health. We go wherever we are needed. You don't have to have an oil rig in your backyard or a cattle ranch to support the Sisters of St. Francis. Please dig into those pockets and see what you can do to help us financially or prayerfully.
We're so pleased that you were able to join us for a gala in 2020. As you notice, the format has changed, but the purpose has not. We know that you have supported us in the past and will continue to do that in the future. So we ask you to bid frequently, to bid generously, so that we may continue to build a more just and peaceful world. May God bless you. Bye, y'all. Woo!
Having the Sisters of St. Francis on campus at Lourdes is such an incredible experience because they support us in everything that we do, whether it be, us on the athletic field, athletic court, in the hallways, supporting us in our academic endeavors, in everything that we do. They want the best for us, and it's an incredible community to be a part of, and I'm so grateful for the impact they've had on my college career.
As a Lourdes alumni and volunteer here at Alverno's studio, I've had the pleasure to work with Sister Jane Mary, and we've created some beautiful murals for the inner city. Doing community art is a privilege. Because of the Sisters of St. Francis and their generosity, I've been able to work with them, complete many beautiful projects, and I really appreciate their generosity, their friendship, and their mentorship.
Hello to all of our friends at Trinity. We hope you are staying safe and well.
Thank you for being here with us at our virtual gala. God bless you in all the work that you do.
Hello, Louisiana, Indiana, Maryland, and all the other places I have served over the last 40-some years. I want to thank you for joining us tonight and to tell you how much we appreciate your support here for the Sisters of St. Francis and promise you our prayers. Wishing you well. Thanks, y'all.
Greetings to all from Minnesota, Vikings territory, where being a fan of the Vikings is considered a civic duty. I'm Sister Mary Fran Reichenberger, a clinical social worker ministering as a mental health therapist at Catholic Charities Behavioral Health Clinic in St. Cloud, Minnesota. Here, I live out one aspect of our Franciscan mission, to live the gospel as a messenger of peace. In my case, fostering peace of mind and heart. Thank you, fans, friends, benefactors of the Sisters of St. Francis, for your generous support of our mission.
Good evening. I'm Larry Schumacher from Common Spirit Health, a proud sponsor of the Sylvania Franciscan Gala. We are glad to support this important work with the sisters. The work the sisters do is very important. On behalf of everyone at Common Spirit, I send our best to the sisters and congratulate all of you on your first virtual gala.
Eileen, we had such a fun evening last night with all the auction items and the Jeopardy game and the interesting things about the sisters that we learned. But in addition to the auction items, we need to talk about the theme for this year, because that's what we're all about. Ministry is at the heart of the Sylvania Franciscans. No matter what we do, our ministry is central to living out our mission statement. Over 104 years ago, when we started as a community, we were chiefly in education and hospital work. That has changed to meet the needs of the times. We now have sisters in various social justice ministries working towards peace and justice. So we have sisters in jail ministry. We have sisters working at food pantries, those who help out with the library project each week, those who are ministering as a CASA volunteer, helping little children to find peace and security in their families. Everything that we do in all of our ministries, Bethany House, Sophia Center, Lourdes University, all focuses on becoming a peaceful and just society. We have some special guests who will be joining us this evening to tell us a little bit about what they do. So let's move into those special guests next.
Welcome to San Damiano. This is the home of campus ministry at Lourdes University. It's Wednesday afternoon, and just as with every other Wednesday afternoon, we are getting ready for the Toledo Labra Project. We are part of a bigger movement throughout the country. Our students, faculty, and staff spend Wednesday afternoons preparing casseroles, making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, bagging chips, cookies, all kinds of treats, so that we can go out into some neighborhoods in Toledo and provide meals from our vehicles. We serve them out of our vehicles and get to know some of our neighbors in the south end and the east side of Toledo. It is a wonderful project. It's, as I said, part of a movement that takes place across the country with high school and college students. We are not the only ones here in the Toledo area that do it. One of the local high schools does the Labra Project on Monday afternoons. But as a ministry of Lourdes University, a sponsored ministry of the Sisters of St. Francis, this project really speaks to the heart of who we are. It's about getting to know our neighbors. It's about learning about our brothers and sisters, serving their needs, yes, but also becoming part of a bigger family. And so we go out, we play games, we interact with the children. The COVID-19 has been a real challenge. It's cut a swath through what we can do, but we continue to find ways to get to know our neighbors in this Toledo area. Our supplies are all provided by generous donations from donors and from the sisters who make many of the casseroles and sponsor much of what we do. So thank you for all that you do to contribute to the Labra Project.
Sister Nora, thanks for being with us this evening. We are so delighted that you're with us to talk about the spiritual care at Our Lady of Grace and Rosary Care Center. Would you like to share about that with us?
I would be more than happy to share that with you. Rosary Care Center and Our Lady of Grace Hall, of course, serve many different kinds of residents. Most of them are Catholic, but spiritual care is not limited to just those Catholic residents or those members of religious communities. We reach out to all our residents, even those who are not Catholic.
So, Sister Nora, with all this COVID pandemic going on, how has that impacted Rosary Care?
It was very difficult at the beginning before we were allowed to reinstate Catholic Mass on a daily basis. Since that has happened, our residents are so much more happy, and we have been able to distribute communion to those residents who are unable to attend Mass. But the first few months were quite difficult for them, spiritually and I think even emotionally, to be deprived of that.
There's so many changes that have happened, so many areas of loss. Can you tell us about the challenges that you and the residents and staff have faced?
Well, I think possibly the hardest thing on the residents, of course, is being cut off from their families. We did instate window visits for those who were able to participate in that. For some people, that was very successful. For others, it was a bit of a challenge. However, now we're doing face-to-face visits outside during good weather, and that has really increased everybody's disposition, their morale. They're a lot happier.
Very definitely. And one of the key moments of Rosary Care is just the presence of the staff there. They care so much about each resident, and that has helped to maintain a positive resident.
The line staff at Rosary Care Center, the aides, the LPNs, the dietary workers who take the meal trays up to both the common areas and to the individual resident rooms, their contribution to the well-being and to the happiness of the residents, you really can't equate it. You can't count it up. It's too good.
Very definitely. So thank you, Sister Nora, on behalf of Rosary Care and Our Lady of Grace, and we thank everyone who supports our ministries through their generosity.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Hello to my friends, good friends in North Carolina, Raleigh and Cary. Have a good day and God bless.
Greetings from the Diocese of Biloxi and South Mississippi. I'm Sister Rebecca Rutkowski and want to thank all of you in advance for your support of this year's gala. It's going to be fabulous. It always is. All of us Sylvania, Ohio Franciscans deeply appreciate all you do for us and all you are for us. God bless.
Hello, Dayton, especially my friends at St. Leonard. I spent 18 wonderful years with you. Just want to say hello and to tell you again and again and again how much you mean to me. I left my heart there. Thank you.
In 2009, the opportunity came to move into an apartment building setting. So now each family has their own apartment, their own bathroom, their own kitchen, and it gives them greater privacy and more independence also. We're able to accommodate any victim, including men who are victims of domestic violence. Where other shelters may not be able to serve boys over the age of 13, we've had many high school boys that have come with their mom. I use the female pronouns she or her when referring to victims purposely. And that's not to diminish that it doesn't happen the other way around. But overall, 90 to 95% of victims of domestic violence are women who are being hurt by their male partners or ex-partners.
We have 16 units available for our shelter program and 14 available for Step Up at this time.
All the apartments that we provide to families are completely stocked with everything they need, and furniture, and personal hygiene items that they may need while they're staying with us.
They're given all the services that they can imagine. Individual therapy if they want it, a social worker. They have so much they can do that the sky is a limit for them now.
All I had was a high school diploma. I had no other schooling. After I completed my bachelor's in education, that was for public affairs and communication, I immediately rolled into my master's degree, and that was in a special program at the university for counseling.
They are not inmates, and that's a misconception that a lot of people have in the community. Oh, are they on house arrest? And I'm like, no, they're victims. You know, they were a victim of crime. They haven't committed a crime.
Just keep going to school. Then pretty soon the licensure started adding up and the education added up, and I became better at what I did and more confident, and I believe that I've had impact on people, just kind of like Bethany had impacted me.
We have 2 programs at Bethany House. Everyone who comes through our doors starts in the shelter program. After they've been there at least a year, and if they meet the criteria, they have the opportunity to move downstairs to our Step Up program. The folks who live down there pay rent. They have a little more freedom, but they still get the safety of the building. They still have access to the advocates and the supports and the resources that the shelter participants have.
Well, I hope that you appreciated the video clip that you saw regarding Bethany House, which is one of the sponsored ministries of the Sisters of St. Francis. It brings such a feeling of safety and comfort to the residents there. And we are delighted this evening to have the director of Bethany House, Deidre Lashley. Deidre, tell us about your experience with Bethany.
Thank you so much for having me tonight with you. You know, it's been a wonderful blessing to me personally to be a part of the ministry of Bethany House, and we've been serving domestic violence survivors and their children for 35 years now, since we opened our doors in 1984. So we're delighted to be a sponsored ministry of the Sisters of St. Francis.
Tell us a little bit more about how COVID has impacted you and the residents.
Wow, yeah, it's had dramatic impacts on us. We have continued to serve at full capacity though. We've had a full house of survivors and children with us. It just has been very challenging in following all the best practices, the social distancing and the masks, but continue to provide the best care that we can. And it's been challenging for victims because they already have so much isolation because of their experience, and so the isolation of COVID is even more challenging, but we are, I think, providing the best care that we can and still providing that safety to them.
Besides the care, the support, and just the nurturing, we've had many residents share the positive aspects of their being at Bethany and being welcomed and being safe, as well as for their children. So over the years, I have had the wonderful gift of serving on the board for Bethany. That has been such a blessing for me, not only to learn about one of our very favorite sponsored ministries, but to be part of it, to be part of what the residents are going through, hearing that through your reports. So we thank you for all that you and your staff are doing for each resident, for each child, to bring them to healing. Thank you so much, Deidre.
Oh, thank you for having me. I appreciate the support. We appreciate the supporters of the sisters because we benefit so much from being a part of their work and their vision and their mission.
Good, thank you.
Good evening. I'm Wayne Burr with Program Solutions Group, a proud sponsor of the Sylvania Franciscan Gala. We're happy to once again support the important work that the sisters do.
Since we can't dine and dance with everyone in person this year, we look forward to attending next year in what's hopefully a healthy and safe environment for everyone.
Let's all help the Sisters Gala succeed this year. Check out the auction items and please bid generously or honor a sister with your individual donation.
On behalf of everyone at Program Solutions Group, we send our best to the sisters and congratulate them on their first virtual gala.
Hello, sisters. It's Cookie, and I just wanted to say I'm so sorry we couldn't be together this year. However, God willing, next year we will be together again. So Saturday, September 25th, 2021, I hope to see all your faces in the place so you, me, and KGB can dance the night away. See you soon.
Hello, Minnesota, land of 10,000 lakes.
Hi, I'm Sister Joe, and I would like to say hello to all my friends in Minnesota, where I ministered at Holy Cross and Immaculate Conception parishes. For the 12 years that I was at Our Lady of Lourdes, of course I want to say hello to all of you. And then for the time that I was an art therapist at Montefiore in Cleveland, I want to say hi to everyone, especially even though they can't hear me, my Haitian friends. I was there for 9 years. And now I am so happy to be home, to be here in the States. And I want to thank Sister Jane Mary for inviting me to the studio so I can continue ministry there. Thank you.
I'm Sister Judy, and I just came to say hi to a lot of people from my past teaching ministries, St. Peter and Paul Sandusky, St. Joe's in Sylvania, and now I'm here in another ministry at Sophia Center, working in the office at the Counseling Center.
I've been a member of the Sisters of St. Francis for over 50 years, and also a part of Lourdes University for 44 years. So I know many of you that are viewing this today, my colleagues, my friends, my sisters, my families, all different peoples. And I'm asking you to please support our gala. I know it's virtual this year because everything is not typical. Everything is atypical. But sometimes atypical things work out better. I hope to see you in the future at a gala in person.
Speaking of the heart of our ministries, we have a very special guest with us this evening. Sister Rachel Rutkowski is the creator and the director of a special ministry in our hearts, Sophia Center. Sister Rachel, tell us a little bit about Sophia Center and how this COVID has affected your ministry.
I would love to share something about our Sophia Center. I just want to share that I have an incredible Sophia board, which has been so instrumental in moving us forward during this COVID time, but more importantly, or as importantly, our Sophia staff, who have all 17 of us pulled ourselves up in order to do what is ours to do during this most critical time. As you can imagine, we've all become very much experts in teletherapy. The increase of anxiety and frustration and depression and disappointment, losses, all of those things that are critical to our COVID life right now have only increased the responses that we have for others needing ministry. Can't imagine how many little children are anxious about this world that they're a part of right now. So we have many, many families coming back to really try to get the tools that they need to really explore this very challenging time. We've had the blessing of being able to have some money from the Common Spirit, the CHI grant, which is really assisting us in some really critical pieces of the COVID world. Can imagine that domestic violence is even more rampant than it has been before. So we're doing some really teletherapy and helping parents and youth learn tools to deal with their anger and frustration and better ways to communicate. So that's been a critical part of what we've been able to use that funding for. God has gifted us, I think, with the staff that we need, the tools that we have, and the expertise that are helping during this very traumatic time, for sure.
So, Sister Rachel, what's the age range that you face every day looking at these challenges?
I always say that we see womb to tomb. We see them coming right out. We have a therapists that are seeing children from the ages of 2 through 8 who have already anger issues and defiant issues, which is critical. We could turn those around early, how much happier our world would be and families would be. And the geriatric population has become even more increasing because of their depression. They're not going to the senior center, they're not doing their social connections, that there's no bingo going on, so there's some things that they're really missing at this point, which is really moving them into some serious. So we've got them. We've got expertise in all the different areas. We've got some trauma therapists. As you can imagine, the alcohol and drug use has increased significantly. I think that we have really tried to mentor every single area that we can in order to help those individuals move through life.
Wonderful. So although the challenges of this COVID time are tremendous, Sophia Center has been a real gift and blessing. And we thank you and your staff for all that you do to help everyone live a whole, peaceful life. Thanks, Sister Rachel.
You're welcome. We're so happy to do that.
Hi, I'm Sister Sharon Shrine. I'm an alum of Lourdes University, and I spent 24 glorious years in the theology department there. I want to shout out to all the faculty, the staff, and the students. Congratulations on the wonderful work you do in education at Lourdes University.
Hello to the people of Dearborn Heights and Detroit area. I miss all of you, and I hope all of you are fine. God's blessing, and take care of yourselves.
Being a recent retiree, or someone in transition, as we say in our community, I am enjoying doing some cooking. I love to watch the Food Network, and this is a wonderful opportunity for me to get to do something that I really, really like to do. Although I've enjoyed my ministries at Rosary Care, at Sophia Center, at St. Vincent Mercy Medical Center, from which I recently retired. Blessings on all who see this and hear this. Amen.
Good evening. I'm Sister Sharon Derivan, and I'm coming to you from my home in Cleveland, Ohio. I kind of hoped my cat Gracie might be willing to join us, but being a cat, she had other ideas. I've been ministering in the Akron-Cleveland area for about 30 years now. And tonight, I wanted to join just for a few moments to say thank you so much for all that you do to support the mission and ministry of the Sisters of St. Francis. We very much appreciate your time, your talent, and your treasure. We know we could not do this without you. So enjoy the gala and all it has to offer. And I'm really looking forward to the day when we can gather again in person. Good night.
All Good Things is a gift shop where the sisters sell items that they make and fair trade items. But that's not really what the gift shop is about. Sister Sharon's idea for the gift shop about 9 years ago was that the shop be a place where people could gather so that people could come and experience what the campus is and what the work of the sisters' hands are and the love that is shared here amongst the beautiful works of art. So art is a way to express God's love to others. So what we've done here with this ministry is we have brought other people in for a multitude of things, for card making, for bead making, to Sister Sharon's taught them how to make beautiful silk scarves. And through that, they get to experience some peace. People walk in and they maybe be carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders, and they walk out and they feel joyous and loved. And that is the heart, that's the purpose of All Good Things.
Hey, Sister Brenda.
Hi, Eileen.
Hi, I'm Sister Eileen. Sister Brenda and I are selling raffle tickets for the $1,000
gift tree.
Whoa.
Gift card tree.
Yes. First, we want to also thank you for being with us at our gala. But we don't want you to forget that you can buy some raffle tickets for the $1,000 gift card tree. And you can buy them for how much?
1 for 10, 3 for 25. 6 for 50, or 15 for 100.
Oh my gosh. So please, if you can, purchase raffle tickets so you can win the $1,000 gift card tree.
And it closes on Thursday at 9 o'clock.
Eileen, wasn't that fun to have this whole auction going on and the bidding and the dancing with KGB and all the fun events?
When we began planning this 6 months ago, we had no idea what a virtual gala was going to be. And thanks to all the many ideas and thinking brains and opportunity within advancement and communications, we created a fabulous event. We are grateful for all of you that have continued to bid from Wednesday to Thursday. And remember, the auction closes tonight at 9 p.m. and you will be notified if you are the winner of any of the auction items.
So in closing tonight, we say a very prayerful thank you to all of our friends and donors, to everyone who participated, and we thank you for joining us for this great event. And it is now over. Congratulations, Eileen.
Thank you, sister, for joining us this evening.
All right.